Elizabeth Technical clawed their way back from a 2-0 deficit to take the game from Calabar 6-5 on penalties in the day's opening encounter. The teams had tussled their way in a first half in which Calabar appeared the more purposeful and got their reward when the STETHS defense handled the ball in the area, offering up a penalty. Striker Orain Ferguson calmly slotted home from a rebound after his initial spot kick was parried by the goalkeeper, and Calabar were up 1-0 in the 42nd minute. Calabar continued to press early in the second half, and Ferguson was the hero again, heading home after the goalkeeper struggled to handle the ball, struck powerfully against his crossbar in the 57th minute. But the Santa Cruz-based team held their nerves and continued to search for a goal. And get the goal they did when Calabar was called for handball in the area, and Clifton Woodbine converted from the spot in the 75th minute. It was all STETHS thereafter, and it was no surprise when they drew level through the James in minute 18. The teams were locked to all at the end of regulation time, and neither team would blink from the first 5 spot kicks in the penalty shootout. And there was more drama as Calabar missed their first attempt at sudden death, leaving the door open for STETHS. However, the STETHS custodian could not capitalize, and Calabar were still in the hunt. By then, pressure was building, and it was going to be who held their nerves at the second time of sudden death penalties. Calabar stepped up first, but their kick was struck against the crossbar, and the STETHS fans were on their feet. It was heartbreak for Calabar, but joy unbridled for STETHS when they converted to take the game 6-5 for a spot in the final. Meanwhile, the day's second game was just as dramatic, but it was Kingston College who enjoyed early dominance over Jamaica College. Fabian Grant put the Purples in front in the 35th minute after a good KC build-up. KC went to the break with that goal lead, but picked up where they left off on the resumption. Harris Ramsey extended their lead from a well-executed corner 5 minutes after the resumption, and the North Street-based team were well on their way. Tension was building, however, and the tempers flared midway the half, with KC's substitute bench getting involved. But that must have given the JC engine a kickstart, and Malik Howell cut the deficit for the Dark Blues, capitalizing on a goal-mouth melee with regulation time running out. JC thought they had restored parity in stoppage time after Tyreek McGee hit the back of the net, only to see the referee waving off the goal. The JC team had failed to see the referee's signal for an indirect free kick for a KC high boot just outside the 18. Tears for the Dark Blues and the celebration for the Purples, taking the game 2-1 for a date with St. Elizabeth Technical, with both teams hunting their first trophy of the season.